Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of CIS Friday Morning News. In this week's edition, we have our weekly news from Hangzhou and some amazing photos from Project Week just passed. First up, Mr. Pratt came to speak to the Year 9s yesterday. He started off by showing a student-made video that looks at how locals view foreigners in the city. Mr. Pratt then spoke about the school. Let's take a look at this short clip.
Three of the stars of that movie, Jemima, Hannah and Maddie, are at the back as well, so let's give them a special thank you. The reason I wanted to show you that is firstly because I think it's a good piece of work. I think they created something very special there, which is very memorable. But I also wanted to use that to make the point that it isn't about what I say to you that matters really. It's more about the voices of the people who are already there. Last year, when I would do assemblies with the then Year 9s, we didn't have anything to say, anything to show. There was nothing that I could present and say, this is what life is like in Hangzhou. And the questions were all, will there be this, or will there be that, or what will it be like? And I did my best to answer those questions, but the truth is I didn't know the answers. And mostly I was trying to make it up honestly, but nonetheless, type of guesswork. But this year is different. This year is different because we're real, and we really exist, and we really have CIS students doing great things in Hangzhou. And they are CIS students, they've given up nothing. They've made no sacrifice because CIS is still school. And they are coming back in Year 11, and they'll pick up, enhanced by their experience, we hope and believe, but they come back to Braemar Hill, so they have not given up Braemar Hill. It's still there for you.
After the assembly, Year 10 students from Hangzhou answered questions in Year 9 house groups. Many thanks to the Year 10s and Mr. Pratt for this very informative session.
And now, let's take a look at some Project Week photos. One adventurous group traveled to Botswana for a week of service, safari and exchange with the Mabu Apola school.
Another group went to northern Thailand. They stayed at the Mekok River Village Resort, Student Education Center. Students took part in a number of outdoor adventure activities, including an all-day trek in the jungle, a rafting race down the Mekok River in self-built rafts, mountain biking, Thai cookery classes, high ropes challenges, and a day with an orphanage family deliver the clothes and toys which students had collected in Hong Kong, and to get to know them better by playing a series of sporting activities during the time spent with them.
Another group experienced Ubuntu in India.
The Learn to Dive in the Philippines group went to Doan, Philippines, where the students either learned to dive by gaining their open water diver status or extended their knowledge and experience by completing the Advanced Open Water Diver course. Highlights of the trip included green sea turtle spotting, a trip to the incredible Apo Island dive sites, and helping out by painting the local soup kitchen buildings.
And finally, here are some photos from the Bali Arts and the community trip.